Alrighty, this is Miss Delholm here, and I'm going to go through your adaptations quiz. Alrighty, so number 1 says, which of the following is the best example of an organism that is evolutionarily fit? So I'm going to start at the bottom. An organism that can run away from predators, so that's important because you don't want to get eaten. An organism that easily catches prey, that's important too because you do need to eat. An organism that successfully reproduces. Okay, now think about it. The only way the whole species survives is if the organism can reproduce. And then the top one, an organism is stronger or faster than other organisms. Those are important, but you don't always need to be faster to survive. Maybe you can climb up a tree, maybe you can camouflage well so you can blend in to hide. If you can fly and something that can't fly is chasing you, all you need to do is fly up into the sky. You don't have to be fast. Miss Martinez just texted me. So then that leaves us with these 3. So an organism that can run away, to catch something or to not be eaten, and then an organism that can run to catch something to eat. Both of those are important, but the best answer is something that can reproduce, because again, that ensures that the species survives. Okay, so number 2. Okay, so we're going to read about these plants, fun stuff. So plant A lives for hundreds and hundreds of years, but it only produces a few seeds, and so then only a few end up creating new plants. It does have thorns though to protect it from getting eaten. Plant B has a colorful flower. That attracts lots of bees. Remember, bees and other insects, even bats, are pollinators, and plants do not walk around. Okay, I'm getting a text from some of the other teachers. So the only way that they can reproduce, they depend on pollinators to carry the pollen from flower to flower. Then the flower is pollinated and it can create seeds. So this plant only lives for a month, but it does produce lots and lots of seeds. Most of the seeds end up creating new plants. So it says, which one is more evolutionary fit? So again, think how important reproduction is for the survival of the species. Animals need to create new animals, and plants need to create new plants. Okay, question 3. So we have this colorful male peacock, and we have the brown peahen, or the female. So it says, how is the bright feathers of the male an adaptation? So let me show you something that you're probably more used to seeing. And that is the male, and I didn't know it would do that, the bright red male and the brown female cardinal. So another reason why this is important, one reason is because yes, the ladies are attracted to bright colors. Maybe that's why we like flowers, ladies. So yes, the female birds are attracted to the bright colors in the male, but the bright colors also attract predators. And why is this a good thing, you're asking? Well, the female is brown, and what else is brown? So you should be thinking the branch of the tree is brown, the tree trunk itself is brown, and the nest that she makes is brown because she makes it with twigs from the tree. So she can blend in or camouflage with the nest and not be seen by predators. Now, the male, unfortunately, is seen, but that could be a good thing because the predators are trying to come to the nest to eat the eggs. Then the male can distract the predators and lure or make the predator go away from the nest. So that's another advantage. So back to the quiz. So think about, yes, the bright colors the ladies are attracted to. Okay, question 4 is about seeds. And it says this is a sticker seed, so they're all spiky. So it sticks to your clothes or the fur of animals. Why is it an adaptation to have seeds that stick to animals? Okay, so remember, plants do not move. So in order for seeds to travel or be dispersed and go to a new area of soil where they can grow, they need to be dispersed by animals Or let's see, here's some more seeds dispersed by animals. Some are shaped like wings, okay, so they can float in the wind. Some are very light, so they can move in the wind. Remember these, you blow out and make a wish, but you have to catch one of the seeds for it to come true, and then let it go so it can go get planted. Okay, other seeds are tasty, because believe it or not, it's actually a good thing to eat some seeds, because then when the animals poop it out, they poop it out in a new place and they poop it out on the ground and the seeds can grow there. So yes, it's actually a good thing to eat some seeds. And then some are like the coconut, some are very light and can float in the water. So they can float to a new place and then eventually grow in the ground when they are left in that new place. So then we have new plants. Okay, so think about how having sticky seeds that'll get stuck to animals, why that is a good thing for the seeds or the plants. Okay, number 5, now we're in the Mojave Desert. Okay, and we are observing that the plants have sharp spines. Okay, how does it help that plant to survive? Okay, so think about what's really, really scarce in the desert, because the desert is awfully dry. I'm thinking of a liquid that we need in order to survive, that other animals and plants need in order to survive. So think about, yes, why those spines or pokey thorns are going to, what those are going to help protect for the plant. So that's your hint for number 5. Okay, number 6, we are observing that most plants and animals are only active at night when the temperatures are cooler, and we notice that the flowers only open at night. Why does this adaptation help the plants survive and reproduce? So you might be thinking that it's good for the flowers to be open at night so that the insects and birds can eat. And while that's definitely good for the insects and birds, it's not good for the plant, because if you get eaten as a plant, you're dead. So why is it good for the plant? So remember, plants do not walk. The only way that the pollen can go from one plant to another is by pollinators. Okay, and the pollen needs to get to the other plant so that they can produce seeds. So here's some pictures. These are bats. Yes, bats are pollinators too, because they can eat nectar from flowers as well, thereby picking up the pollen accidentally and bringing it to another plant. So things like bats, bees, butterflies are all pollinators. Okay, and again, think about why that's a good thing for the plants. Okay, because we're thinking about the plant. Okay, question 7. So we have 2 chameleons in a tree and their skin is the same color as the leaves they're sitting on. How does this adaptation help chameleons survive and reproduce successfully in their habitat? Okay, so here's the thing with camouflaging or blending in. Okay, you either need to hide from predators or you need to hide to catch your prey. So you stay alive either by hiding to live or hiding to eat. Okay, so read through these answer choices and think about which answer choice says the chameleons are either hiding so that they can stay safe from something trying to eat it, or they're hiding so that they can catch something to eat. Okay, because that's the rules. You have to hide either to eat something or to avoid being eaten. Okay, so penguins have wings that look more like flippers instead of wings, and the feet are webbed. Okay, so we use these observations as evidence. Which claim can you make about these adaptations and why? Okay, so web is your key word here and flippers, but I'll go ahead and show you some pictures of penguins hunting. So there we go, we have some penguins hunting. That one right there caught a little fish. Looks like that one here caught a fish. These are all about to go hunt. And let's see. So this should help you choose the correct answer too. Okay, so yeah, well, those are actually seals. Now, this penguin forgot that while he was going out hunting to catch himself some fish, somebody else might be hunting him. So he probably should have been more aware of that because he's about to get eaten. But yeah, here's all of our little penguins. And, oh, he's got a lot to eat. Look at him. Good for him. Okay, back to the quiz. Here's our last question. All right, so we have squirrels and oak trees. So we have squirrels that eat nuts and seeds. Okay, they store large quantities of seeds and nuts, usually acorns. So they dig them into the ground. So tree squirrels are one of the most important animals for helping oaks spread, so oak trees, because they store acorns, which are oak tree seeds, in the ground, practically planting